What's up, grown folks? Welcome to our channel at Just About Senior, where we solve problems and answer questions that older folks have to improve their lives. We are dedicated to seniors because we know you have lots of questions and you need to do a lot of research, but you don't want to sit on the computer all day. Today, we'll cover episode 2 for speeding up your computer. In episode 1 that we did before, we covered things that slow your computer down. And we also did a demo for the settings that affect firewall security, antivirus software, and we showed you how to disable programs that load at startup. Your computer should be running a lot faster now from episode 1. Today, we will cover how to get rid of most pop-ups, protect your privacy, and improve your security. I will also do another demo today on the browser settings so you know exactly what changes to make. Now, I want to encourage you to watch to the end of this video because I'll show you a bonus solution that will show you exactly how to get those photos out of your phone and onto your computer. So I know you're excited about today's topic, so let's get at it right now. Hi, I'm Al from Just About Seniors, and we provide personal advice and coaching to solve problems and answer questions, and we do it just for seniors. Please see the description below where you'll find more information about what we do and about our company. So check us out and get that information. I'll break down the issues mentioned earlier by looking at 3 things. 1, blocking those annoying pop-ups and the junk mail. 2, protecting your privacy. And then 3, improving your internet browser security. Now, don't worry about the details because I'll do a demo and show you exactly how to find those settings and how to make those changes so you can speed up your computer. So let's start with those annoying pop-ups in your browser. Although you can turn off all pop-ups, many websites simply won't work if you turn them all off. Your bank, for example, might want to give you a pop-up in order to present some of the information that you need. So you can simply enable pop-ups for your bank. Just don't forget to turn them off when you're finished with your bank. If you pick the medium settings for pop-ups, then your bank will continue to work just fine, but you won't see most of the other pop-ups, which is a great setting. Now, I'll show you the options in the demo that I'll do in a minute. And if you need to review the video again, then I included timestamps so you can jump right to a specific spot on the video. Just see the timestamps in the description below. Now, let's turn to junk mail cluttering your inbox, and we all know how we all hate junk mail. Another irritating default for most browsers is that it will allow websites to add a cookie to your computer. Now, a cookie is a small snippet of software that each website may add to your computer, and it does a few things. They remember your name, your email, and all of your preferences, so the next time you visit that site, you don't have to repeat that information. Makes it very convenient. Now, a different type of cookie is called a tracking cookie, and it records every other website that you visit and let the first website know exactly where you went and exactly what you was looking for. So don't be surprised the next time you go shopping at Target that you see a shoe commercial because you was looking for shoes at JCPenney. And that's because of the tracking cookie. Now, I know that's shocking, right? You might be thinking, how can the government allow such invasion of our privacy without our permission? Other cookies can do much worse things than a tracking cookie, but we're going to keep this video short so I won't cover every type of cookie because some of them can do more destructive things. Another thing to keep in mind is all websites that you did business with and you gave them your email information will likely hit your inbox with promotions. You can better filter these in your mailbox settings. A mailbox client like Gmail, for example, do a much better job with promotions because they put those business promotions in a folder called promotions. That's different than your spam folder, which is unsolicited, but the ones that you did business with, those websites you did business with, those promotions will go into this special folder using the Gmail client. Better yet, get a separate email just for shopping. That protects those types of emails from your email that you give to your family and friends. You can name it something like shopping@gmail.com with your name on it. And I find that Yahoo is probably one of the worst email clients for privacy and security. So I would recommend you avoid Yahoo if you can. Speaking of privacy and security, let's look at those a bit closer. We already covered what tracking cookies are and cookies in general. And unfortunately, you can't turn off all cookies. Otherwise, some websites just won't work, so you're kind of stuck. What you can do though is delete those cookies every week and at the very least every month in order to make your computer run a lot faster. If you don't do that, your computer will come to a crawl and you'll be frustrated every time you go and browse the internet. We already covered firewalls and the security for firewall settings in episode 1. But the thing to remember today is that you must have your firewall enabled in order to protect your computer from websites and malicious hackers that might be trying to gain access to your computer. One thing to keep in mind with privacy is your browser will ask you if you want it to remember the password that you just entered into a website. Now that makes it very convenient, but my recommendation is you only say yes with accounts that do not have credit card information or highly sensitive data like your bank. Now your browser will want to add your personal information to an autofill form. Now this makes it easy and convenient for places that you go to that require your name and your address. It'll automatically show up on the screen. You just select it from a drop-down and it makes it really convenient. The same thing is true with your address or anything that you put into the autofill form. Now this might seem tempting, but if your computer is ever stolen or lost, that information is already there. You must decide between privacy and convenience. So now it's time to do the demo that I promised you, so you'll understand exactly where to find these settings and exactly how to make the right choices for you. So let's jump over to my computer and I'll start the demo right now. So today we're going to do the demo on your browser and we're going to use Google Chrome. Double click Chrome to open it. In the top right corner you'll see 3 dots to get to your settings. Click it and settings will be near the bottom. Once you get into settings you'll see a couple of options on the left. We will start with autofill. This is where your computer will try and add all of your passwords, credit cards, and addresses to an autofill form. If we click on passwords, I can turn that on or off at the top, top right corner. I keep mine turned off. I do have a couple of passwords that I did have the browser save for Canva, for example, but I generally keep that turned off. If I use the arrow to go back to my list and click on Pay Methods, I have that turned off, as you can see. I can toggle that on or off. If I do have credit cards listed, it will show them on the bottom of this section, and I can delete them or modify them. For example, if my expiration date is overdue for my credit cards, I can change it here. But we're going to use the arrow and go back to our list, and then click on addresses. And that will list any phone numbers, addresses, and shipping addresses that our browser saved on our behalf to make it easy next time we go to Amazon.com or Target.com. I have mine turned off, and I recommend you turn yours off. But if you do turn it on, you can check which ones it remember here and delete any of the ones you want taken out. So if I go back to my list again, the next area on the list is safety check. So that gives me an option to have my browser check for extensions that I might have loaded or any other browser data that might be bad, that may be doing unhealthy things to my computer. So if I click check now, it'll run that check and tell me if there's any risk to my computer. The next area, the last area is privacy and security. As you can see, the first one is delete cookies and browsing data. So if I click that, I'll get 3 options. I can delete my browsing history, my cookies and other site data, and my temporary image files and other files that are loaded on the computer. So if I look at the time range, I can either do the last hour. If I click on that, it gives me the last 24 hours, 7 days, 4 weeks, and all time. My recommendation is at least every month you use all time and delete everything here, and your computer will run a lot faster if you delete those cookies in particular. The third one down here after cookies is security. If I click on that, it gives me a few options. I use standard protection for mine. What this means is if I try to go to a website that's on the dangerous list, I will get a warning on my browser that says you should not go to this website because it's dangerous, and I should simply back out and find a different website to go to. You should never continue on to the website anyway, because you could get viruses and other very dangerous things. And that's what that option is for. So the fourth option is site settings, which is where I can get to my pop-ups. So if I click on that one and then scan down near the bottom where it says permissions, as you can see, my location, camera, microphone, and notifications I have set for the computer to ask me before it looks at those things. I only use location data for maps if I'm using a map program. Nothing else on my computer needs to know my location. Same thing with my microphone. Nothing needs to access my microphone unless I'm doing a video conference call, and then I will say yes to the microphone. So if I scan down to the bottom of this list on the contents, I have it set to block third-party cookies, and then on the very bottom of this list is pop-ups, and I have that blocked. So I'm going to click on that to give you more detail, and I can turn that on, which you should not do. You should leave it off, which is recommended. But you may have a website like the bank or Costco's in my case that require pop-ups, and you can add it on the bottom here where it says allow. You can just simply click the add button and add that website here. And that way you will get the pop-ups at those sites that you need it, while it will block 99% of the other websites, and you will not get pop-ups. So with that, we've covered all of the areas I said I was going to do a demo on. In the future, I will do another video which basically cover all of the options inside the browser so you can get to those various options as well. But for today, this is the end of this security, privacy, and making your computer run faster demo. In the beginning of this video, I told you there was a bonus at the end, so thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I know this was a lot of information, so thank you so much. This video has timestamps also, so you may want to use that if you come back later in order to jump right to that portion of this demo for the bonus. Did you know that you can connect your phone to your computer in order to move your photos and videos out of your phone? We're going to jump over to my computer right now, and I'm going to show you in the demo exactly how this works. So now we're going to do the demo to show you exactly how to move the photos from your phone to your computer. So the first thing you want to do is get your charging cable that came with your phone, and you're going to pull that one end, the USB end, out of the piece that goes into the wall, and you're going to plug that USB part into your computer USB port. Once you do that, you put the other part into your phone like you normally do when you're charging it. And on your computer, it will open up a folder. So you have two options. If you have an SD card and you have your photos saved there, it'll be on your SD card. Otherwise, it'll be on your phone. So let's assume you do not have an SD card. And so double click the phone icon or the folder, and it'll open up all of the folders on your phone. Your photos will always be in the folder called DCIM. So you want to double click that one. And it will always be under camera. So double click the camera folder. So in this case, mine is empty because I have my photos stored on my SD card. But if you have it on your camera, that's how you get to it. Now, if I were to go back to my phone, for example, so you can see where we started. So if you do have it stored on your SD card, you will double click that folder. You will find the same DCIM folder to find your photos, and then camera is where your photos are always stored. And as you can see, it lists all of the various photos that I have on my phone at the time. If I want to move all of them, I simply go to on the top left corner of Windows, I click on Home, and then on the right, I click on Select All, and they all are selected. And then all I have to do is just drag and drop them into my Pictures folder on the left here, and they will go there automatically. Now, if, for example, I do not want to move all of these, and I just want to move some of them, let me click out to deselect those. All I have to do is select the first photo, use my Control button, and select other photos that I want. I now have 3 of them selected, and I just drag those to my Pictures folder or any other folder that I have on my computer. Don't forget, once you move them over, just delete them off your phone so that you can free up space to take more great photos. So that's how easy this is. And you can also move things from your computer, any folder in your computer, over to your phone in the opposite direction. Again, all you have to do is click on the left where you see your phone. Mine is called Rich S9. When I click that, it tells me what folders I want to go there. If I open up my SD card, for example, there's a folder called Downloads, which is where everything goes that I download from the internet. Or I can put pictures in here. I can do music in here. Let me open up the music folder. I'll show you that I manually moved all of my music from my computer over to my phone and put it in the music folder. And therefore, it's automatically available on my phone. So that's it for the demo. Really simple when you do it the first time. And give it a try. Do us a favor and use that comment section down below. If you already knew how to connect your phone to your computer in the way we just went through to transfer your photos. Also, add an issue in the comment section that you want us to do a video on, and we might publish that video in the coming weeks. So we are done with this video, and we really appreciate you hanging in there with us and staying to the end. I know that was a lot of information, and hopefully you now have great information in order to speed up your computer, protect your privacy, and secure your computer a little bit better. Don't forget to subscribe below and hit that notification bell, because we're going to do a lot of great videos that's going to solve problems that you have, and we know you don't want to miss any of them. Don't forget to share this with your family and friends, because you know they could use this helpful information and get solutions to the problems they have as well. You may visit our website at justaboutseniors.com, read our blog, and get some hot tips there. And remember, if you have questions, we have the answers.